Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the happiest podcast on YouTube. We thank you all for joining us today. Moving along towards tonight, we have a lot of exciting theme park news and updates to talk about. And at any time during tonight's stream, you are more than welcome to stop us at any time for discussion. Starting off, we have some very special guests joining us. Please help us welcome Bring Back the Magic podcast as our brand new guests joining us. We also have Disney with Matthew and Tonio Tower. Both of those are one of our fellow moderators, the boys in blue. So, thank you all for joining us. Please tell our viewers where they can find you and any new content to check out.
Well, for those who don't know, we're Gina and Josh from Bring Back the Magic podcast. Like you said, our podcast is available on YouTube if you want to watch. And then if you just like to listen, we're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We generally release new episodes Thursdays at noon. We also have some supplementary things that we do. Like once a month, we do a interview-based podcast that's called Brunch Back the Magic, and it's like a brunch-themed kind of show where we bring on a guest and talk. And then every so often we do special events like our podcast parties or our Merry Marathon, which Tony actually joined us on. And then you can find us on social media at BBT Magic Podcast. So we're all over the place talking Disney.
We didn't record this week because Gina sounds like that.
Because I sound like this. Sorry, guys.
She doesn't normally sound that.
Normally I have a whole
seductive.
voice. Yeah, I have a whole voice, but yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, and I just echo what Gina said. We're a duo, so that's where you find us. Don't need to say it twice.
We'll do Disney with Matthew next.
Hey guys, my name is Disney with Matthew, aka Matthew Perdomo, and thank you for having me back on the podcast. And looking forward for more Disney content and more in the future for the fellow moderators in this community, and looking forward for the future.
Very nice. And Tony, how about you?
Hey everyone, I'm Tony O'Tow, and I love everything Tower of Terror. I'm actually the host of Tony O'Tow, and I talk about all things Tower of Terror trivia, along with going live from the Walt Disney World Resort. However, I sometimes go live from Disneyland and a whole bunch of random places.
Very nice. And I am Amusement Park Pirates, your host for this evening. You can follow me here on the tube. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, formerly known as X. You can also find us on Facebook and other platforms as well. So before we jump into today's conversations, let's say hello to some folks. So we have, catching up with the chat, we have Tonio Tower. Welcome in. We got Disney with Matthew. We got Magical Mama Jax. Sorry
Hi,
if I'm
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline, how you doing, babe?
Hi, Jax.
mispronouncing, but welcome in. We also have Buzz Lightyear fan. He says howdy APP. Matthew and everyone else, good to see you, Buzz.
Hey, Buzz.
We got Wilson's in the World, another member of the Disney Streamer Network. So go check them out.
All right.
Brand new channel.
Hello there.
Let's see. And we got Three Sisters Do Disney. She says hello all. Welcome in.
Hi, Kelly.
Kelly.
And Patrick. Welcome in, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick.
One of our great mods. And we also have Park Bros. Welcome in, Lawrence.
Hey, Lawrence.
Hi.
Hello.
Alrighty.
Hey everyone.
So, let's first start things off. let's go overseas. There has been an exciting announcement today that over in Shanghai Disney Resort, they will be celebrating their 10-year anniversary with lots of food, merchandise, um, new additions to parades and shows. And let me go ahead and share my screen real quick so that everyone can see. Um, let's see. Or actually, no. Here it is. There it is. Okay, so this is from the Disney Parks blog, and they posted a guide to the Shanghai Disney Resort 10-year anniversary celebration. Kicking off March 20th, 2026, celebrate the 10th anniversary of Shanghai Disney Resort. The 10th anniversary of Shanghai Disney Resort kicks off on March 20th. This year-long celebration invites everyone to enjoy all new entertainment, shimmering decor, festive eats, inclusive merchandise, and more across the entire resort. There's so much you won't want to miss during With You It's Magic. So we've got you covered with the ultimate guide to the 10th anniversary. A brand new entertainment production takes the capsule stage to new heights for the 10th anniversary. The Heart of Magic will unfold as Enchanted Storybook Castle, now complete with 3 satellite stages and connecting bridges that bring you closer than ever to the story. Mickey and friends will embark on a quest to restore the Heart of Magic, joined by beloved characters from Walt Disney Animation Studios' Cinderella, Winnie the Pooh, Tangled, Mulan, Hercules, Frozen, and Disney and Pixar's Toy Story, Coco, and Turning Red. Hercules will make his Shanghai Disneyland debut, and Miguel steps out for his first major park role at the park. Beautiful culture outfits, timeless medleys, and cinematic staging will create a show you won't want to miss. To celebrate this big milestone, Mickey's Storybook Express will receive 2 exciting additions. Sailing ahead of Mickey's Storybook Express, an adorable new float shaped like a golden ship, decorated with playful waves, a telescope, and shimmering birthday details, brings Duffy and friends to life in a whole new way at Shanghai Disney Resort. Catch all 7 friends on board the new celebratory attire. Plus, selected guests will even join the procession for an extra special moment. A high-energy Zootopia party will roll as part of Mickey's Storybook Express, featuring Superstar Gazelle's concert bus. The celebration will hit full throttle as Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde lead in an upbeat Zootopia bash, joined by Officer Clawhauser spinning lively tracks. Surrounding the vibrant concert bus, a vibrant troupe of Zootopia residents will amp up the excitement, including Gary the Snake winding himself into playful knots, newly elected Mayor Brian Windancer leaning out with confidence. And the big family will join the festivities too. Together, they will fuel a high-spirited street party elevated by infectious performances of Try Everything from Zootopia and Zoo from Zootopia 2. There's going to be brand new additions to Illuminate, a nighttime celebration, which is their nighttime spectacular. The dazzling nighttime spectacular shines brighter than ever on Enchanted Storybook Castle. The reimagined Illuminate, a nighttime celebration, will debut a grand new finale where Mickey Mouse appears in a flash of magic sparkles, wearing a majestic new magician ensemble. Fountains, lasers, and fireworks and projections will turn the Gardens of Imagination into a festive party. Plus, a brand new segment inspired by Disney Animation's Wish will feature Asha Star and the inspirational lyrics of this wish. Adding even more fun to the celebration, the all-new Star Squad will bring extra cheer to seasonal entertainment throughout the year, stepping out in dazzling star-themed outfits that brighten every corner of the resort. Kicking things off in the spring, energetic dancers will invite guests to join the fun everywhere, starting moments before the Friendship, the Duffy and Friends special pre-parade, then for fun moments with Chip and Dale Gardens of Imagination, Autumn's playful spooktacular cavalcade, the Winter Royal Ball's Disney Princesses and Princesses Encounters, and the lively Zootopia Street Party during Chinese New Year. Let's see. So here is the new food and beverages that will be offered. Got some new popcorn buckets. Got some. It looks like to be like these little sippers. There's going to be noodles everywhere because it's in the Asian parts of the continents. There's going to be even more merchandise. And we got a first look at Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy in their brand new outfits as well. Including new tickets as well, too. There's a brand new look at the tickets for everyone to purchase. There's going to be decor. There's going to be magical moments with cast members, as well as even a digital experience called My Magic Star, where you create a personalized star, draw daily magical cards, interact with new digital entertainment, unlock special in-park experiences, and share memories with themed templates and experiences. Also included with the celebration is Disney Town, which is Shanghai's version of our downtown Disney, and the resort hotels will also be joining in with the celebration. So what is everybody's thoughts on not Tokyo, but Shanghai 10-year anniversary?
I've always wanted to go to Shanghai. I haven't been there yet, and it just seems really cool. I mean, their castle's incredible. All those things sound really cool. I mean, I like the whole Zootopia stuff, and anytime you put up food items, I'm always game for that because those look pretty cool.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it looks like they've put a lot of thought into it. I love all the new little touches. That parade floats and stuff look really cool. Like Josh said, same. I've never been to Shanghai. I don't know that I'll ever have the opportunity to go. But that's the beauty of the era we live in now with social media and things like YouTube and, letting us be able to see kind of like a point of view of somebody else being there. So I do look forward to seeing at least other people's content related to it.
Right.
My
That nighttime
honestly
show
opinion-
looks cool too.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
Go ahead, Matthew.
All right. I think, my opinion, I think I would like to go to Shanghai in the future. And I honestly like the outfits for the cast members and also the characters and the Zootopia stuff. And I really enjoyed these outfits, like what Josh said, and I definitely agree with him like 1,000%. And I would like to go to Shanghai in the future.
Hey, so I forgot to mention earlier that you can follow me on YouTube at Tony Hotel. But when it comes to but when it comes to Shanghai Disneyland, I still find it wild that I still recall the groundbreaking ceremony back in 2013 like it was yesterday. That just seeing that alone makes me want to go even more. And like Matthew was saying, I absolutely love the costumes, love the characters. And what I'm really curious about is how will the celebration food compare in Shanghai versus the Disneyland 70th anniversary food? Because I get a feeling because I raised as two different cultures, but yet it's still the Disney brand. So that makes me really curious, how will the celebrations compare to each other? Already be a lot, already be like a really unique twist to the Disneyland Shanghai celebration, as we saw with the Digital Star Collection.
Right, and my thoughts on all this, um, everything looks really well done. I'm really interested in to knowing what the little digital experiences is. I think it's a really fun thing to for guests to enjoy during this celebration, and I wonder if kind of the same way that we have the magic bands at both coasts at Walt Disney World and Disneyland, are is it may I'm just wondering if maybe it might be Shanghai's version of getting magic bands over there. Um, so that's what I'm wondering. But everything else looks really cool. Um, there's going to be pre-parades and other stuff throughout the year, and this is a year-long celebration. So um, very, very nice and exciting as well. So, but before we move on, I want to uh, catch up with the chat and talk with you guys as well, because the chat is also included in this discussion. So let's see. There's Park Bros. Guys, make sure you check out our good friend Park Bros Lawrence, another member of the Disney Streamer Network. He is one of the minds behind all this. So make sure you go give him a follow. Um, so Magical Mama Jack says, I would definitely love to go one day. I absolutely agree with you, Magical Mama Jax. Um, I think that's all of us, rather. Um, and then Three Sisters says, all that sounds amazing. I agree with you. Magical Mama Jack says, I love their outfits. Same here. And then Three Sisters says, has anyone been to Shanghai Disney? So I have not.
Nope.
I
Nope,
haven't
not
either,
yet.
but it's on my bucket list. Same with Disneyland Tokyo, just because of the High Seas Tower of Terror theming.
Magical Mama Jack says, all of it sounds amazing. I would love to go one day. Absolutely. Magical Mama Jax also says they have amazing pins. Yes, they do. Kind of jealous. And we also have a new person here. We got, it's me, David T. Hey, David. Welcome in. Good to see you. Make sure you guys check out our good friend, It's Me, David T. out there in Ohio. He streams over there at the,
Cedar Point.
oh my gosh, I complete Mystic Point or
Cedar Point.
Kings Island. Kings Island. I keep forgetting
Oh yeah.
that theme park over there.
This whole thing's
I
making
think-
me want to go to Shanghai now.
Yeah. I mean, I think we should all plan a trip out there to.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, if you notice, like, I'll just add something on top of what you guys were saying before. It's like all the overseas parks, I feel like because Disney doesn't own them, so all those parks are just Disney helps build. all those different governments and all own these parks, whatever else. So they always get the best things overseas because they tell Disney what to build. Disney doesn't say, "Hey, we're going to give you this." Like, no, we're going to get this from you, Disney. So we want this. So they always have like that's why Tokyo Disney Sea and all these different things have like these just outlandish things in there. That everybody's, wow, that's incredible, because those places tell them what to build. So I can't wait to go to either Shanghai or to Tokyo or anywhere. Like, I know Gina's going to Disneyland Paris, and I haven't been over there either. So I'm like, definitely at some point that's happening for me, because I want to see what they can do. And I know Disney could do more in the States, but just doesn't, which doesn't make sense to me. But
Yeah. So I think, let's see. David T says, I was there in a dream. Yeah, I could definitely agree. All right, so let's continue with this conversation by going to Disneyland next. So in my neck of the woods, so there's a lot of things that are going on at Disneyland. First, starting off with, we have gotten a few I lost my train of thought here, but there's a lot of good, of exciting things happening at Disneyland Resort, and we are going to talk about it. So first and foremost, let's see. Where can I find? Here it is. So this is a post from our good friend Scott Gustin. And Disney recently announced that the Monsters Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue at Disney California Adventure will remain open into 2027, as well as they also announced that the resort's 11 o'clock park hopper restriction will be eliminated later this year. So what are your guys' thoughts about these two exciting announcements?
Well, I don't know if you want me to start. I was just going to say, again, I haven't been to Disneyland in a while, but I did see, because I spent a lot of time on social media, like how many Disneyland fans were so disappointed to know that they were losing that Monsters Inc. attraction and were willing to forego the whole concept of getting Avatar for it. They were like, forget it, we want to keep this. And I think it is a very beloved ride there. I haven't had the opportunity to ride it, but maybe now I'll have a chance. They're delaying all of that. Maybe that's good news for me. But I think that I'm all in favor of keeping it, personally. I just don't know that we need an Avatar at both coasts either. So just personal take.
I think they should scrap that part anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
You know it. But that's
I'm also in favor anytime they're saying they're gonna, take away like a park hopper restriction. I think anytime, people put, like, you bypass at Disney, you pay enough money to go to Disney that you shouldn't have all these restrictions, much like with annual passes. It's like you'll buy one or you'll have like restriction if you're like, okay, let's say you're a DVC member and you buy an annual pass, like you can't go these times of the year and you're blocked out from something, or you might be a resident pass somewhere and they block you out. I'm like, you're paying a lot of money for this. They shouldn't have restrictions that they do.
Yeah, the worst thing is definitely the annual pass holders having to make park reservations at Disney. Absolutely agree. Like, it's the worst. You're being penalized for loyalty. So rather than Disney giving a loyalty program, the people that demonstrate their loyalty by saying, I plan on coming multiple times in a year, are getting penalized by being like, okay, well, you have to make a reservation. So I'm very anti that. So if I was in Disneyland, I would probably appreciate that they were getting rid of any kind of restriction like that as far as when you can get to the park. Or when you could park up, I mean.
I honestly think that, for Monsters Inc., I think like I'm happy they extended for the next year, but it's such an iconic ride, and I am so sad that it's taken away that ride specifically in California Adventure, and ours is bringing to Hollywood Studios, and that replaced Marvel Vision 3D. But and I'm a big Monster Inc. fan for the longest time since Pixar started owning with Disney, and I honestly think it's going to be really sad when it leaves for Avatar. But I think what Gina said, I agree with her with Avatar Land and stuff, and park hopping. Any of the restrictions, I definitely agree with Gina, and I honestly just like take out the 11 a.m. Park hopping and just put a limited time. Whatever time you want to go to California or Disneyland.
Uh, can I go now?
Hit it, Tony. Get it.
All right. So just wanted to
Really?
make sure before I started yapping away. Well, I honestly could not agree more with Josh, Gina, and Matthew when it comes to Monsters Land. I pub- I purposely find Avatar Land really disappointing in my opinion, especially given the fact that Disney plans on shoehorning Land into the Hollywood Land. And matter of fact, the Hollywood Land is already a really small space. So before Disney can even begin on the Monsters Land, not the Monsters Land, but on Avatar Land, they will need to start their the Magic East Gateway project, which would be a bridge taking people from the parking lot all the way down to DCA. But in order for for Avatar to expand, Disney will also need to remove the entire bus terminal that is pressed against Hollywood Land, and that's why it is very integral that Disney begins construction on that East Gateway before they can even begin construction on Avatar Land. So with that being said, I am very relieved that Monsters has one more year. One more year. One more year.
I just also don't know that I feel like Avatar is going to fit in either of those parks, even if you had an option of either in California, like it fits in Animal Kingdom. Like that just makes sense. Like I don't feel like our Avatar would fit in Hollywood Studios or would fit in Magic Kingdom. It's like, and I get that some of these parks have become kind of like a collage. It's like, okay, well, what can we fit? And what used to make sense, Hollywood Studios, is heartbreaking to me over in Disney World because it used to have a very cohesive theming and now it is very like scrapbooky, like where it's like, okay, we're going to stick this here, we're going to stick this and stick it where it fits. So I do feel like Avatar just doesn't seem like a need out that way. And also, as much as I get sad when there's something in Disneyland that we don't get in Disney World, I also do believe that those two coasts don't have to match. You can have things that are like, oh, if you want this, you've got to go to Disney World. If you want this, you've got to go to Disneyland. I don't think there's anything, wrong with doing things that way. I'd rather see them expand our Avatar land in Animal Kingdom and make that a little bigger than build a whole new one over in California, personally.
1,000% agreed.
Mhm.
Agree.
Right.
Thanks. And so it shall be done.
I'll just be the other person that goes against you. I'll be like, oh, we can't all agree. You know what? Your idea is dumb.
Yeah. And thanks to all our friends that have tuned in that I see your names in the chat. Appreciate you guys being
Yes,
here.
thank you for hanging out with us.
Oh, Ingrid is here. Mhm.
Oh, Ingrid, how you doing?
Yeah. But my thoughts on all this, I am very looking forward to at least writing Monsters Inc. Over and over again to get my fill on Monsters Inc. because I grew up with this ride. It's one of my favorite movies as a child, and despite all the lag issues that we get from that ride and all that so forth, I will for sure keep showing you guys, the ride and, making sure that we get our fill of Monsters Inc. before it closes in 27. So, and then of course the 11 a.m. park hopping. I'm very curious to know, like, because it's been a while since they have done that of no park hopping until a certain time. Um, I'm not sure will it. I mean, I do enjoy having the, at least like the first 3 hours, with low crowds and such. But um, I'm just wondering now that, will that change? Will that develop? Will they still, if they don't know that park hopping,
Yeah, but that was so early
exists?
though. That was really early. I mean, so 11 because it was like what was like 1 or
2
2 at
o'clock. It was
it
2
was 2
o'clock in
o'clock at
Disney
Disney
World.
World. Like, who's really going to go to the park and leave by 11 anyway? I mean, like,
Now,
to be honest with you, if you're at 1, you're probably there's more enough stuff to do to take you past 11. So I mean, they're
yeah.
going to be like, it's I
Yeah,
don't
and
feel
chances are people are just swapping parks. So it's like the people that are in your
yeah,
park till 11
yeah,
are just moving
probably
over to the
just
other one to
filter into the
switching
other one.
places.
I'm sure
Now,
it'll be fine.
I have a question for you guys. I guess it wouldn't matter because you guys don't have park reservations. Because I was gonna say it was like the other thing in Disney World is like you'd have a park reservation for a park, but if you wanted to go to another park, you had to visit that other park first in order, even if it was like after 2 for a while. Then they made it like, oh, you can go anywhere after 2, and it's like so it's constantly changing. I just kind of feel like I'm all for the changes that benefit the guest. Obviously, I know there's reasons they try things, but sometimes there's like it's very hard to understand what the reasoning
I thought you were gonna
behind it.
ask something completely different, like, how does it feel to have the lesser of the Disney parks in your area than we have Disney World, where it's like where it's like the big bubble and you guys got the other version?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's like vastly different because it's like Disneyland being what they consider a locals park. So everything for you guys is catering far more to the locals standpoint. Whereas for us, it's a more vacation destination. And obviously a lot of our friends that are in the chat right now are locals. And so it's like it's just handled completely differently. So even though Disney World is so much bigger, they're getting people coming in from so many different places that it just, I think it's got to be hard to be a local going to Disney World for that reason. They don't have those same benefits you guys have at Disneyland.
Right. And I mean, we used to have no park hopping in like 2020, like pre 2020, pre COVID. But since like when the parks reopened in 2021, um, park hopping was a thing. So
Yeah.
now that we're getting back into the pre-COVID, pre where there's no park hopping.
Yeah.
At first it's going to be strange at first, but then over time it's going to evolve into, hey, there's no park hopping. We can go to any park we want, whether for rope drop or either midday. Doesn't really care or matter, rather. So, so before we go to our next topic, I do want to catch up on chat here. So we have Disney Turtle welcome in. He says, "Hey dudes, good to see you, Disney Turtle." Let's see, and we have Ing Madden 89. She says,
Hey,
"Hey,
Ingrid.
beautiful people, good
Hey,
to see you,
Ingrid.
Ing. Welcome in." Let's see. Three Sisters Do Disney says, "Me too. The Monsters Inc. ride is iconic. I definitely agree."
It's been
Let's
forever since I've
see.
been on that, but I liked it.
Let's see. David T. Even though this is a little off topic, but he says, "Speaking of Kings Island, we are 49 days from opening. The carousel is 100 years old this year, and we're getting a new dark ride from Sally Dark Rides, which is a reincarnation of Phantom Theater." Very cool, David. Cannot wait to see videos from that. Magical Moment Jack says, yes, why so much restrictions on the AP? Crazy. I know. Like, so weird at the same time. Patrick Julian says, with Disneyland on my bucket list, I definitely welcome it. After all, they are across the way from each other in terms of park hopping between Disneyland and DCA. Yeah, that is the joy of, compared to Walt Disney World, you would have to take a bus, a train, a plane, train to all four parks. You can easily just walk from Disneyland to California Adventure. So
Yeah, that is nice that you guys have that everything all being centrally located. That is nice.
Right.
I'm lazy. I call an Uber.
And then David T says, we'll see what happens with park hopping when Josh gets in place. Yeah, that's another thing that I was wondering too, is maybe, Josh tomorrow, since he's the brand new, he just got sworn into the next CEO of Walt Disney Company. Maybe things might change.
He's a
And,
Disney guy, though. He's
Yeah.
a Disney guy. He's like a dreamer, like Walt is. So, like I've had the pleasure of talking to him. I met him at San Diego Comic-Con and had a small conversation with him. But he is a very genuinely nice person. And I can tell you this, just from seeing him in the parks before, because I've seen him in the parks, him talking to cast members and what he does, I have a feeling he's going to make a big difference. And you already see that by what he's doing with Villains Land, saying, let's dream bigger, guys. Let's not use what they were going to do, because that was somebody else's decision. So that's what he's putting in there already. He's already kind of doing what we thought he was going to do, is make things better, because they're putting a lot of budget in. They might as well not waste their money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. And I think I do keep hearing, before we move on with chat, I do believe that Josh tomorrow is the next Michael Eisner.
Mhm.
I
Most likely,
have a strange feeling
fan
that
experience was,
we
the
might
guest
be seeing
experience.
greatness here.
Yeah. You're going to see a better guest experience, I think, under Josh than you did. And Iger did a lot for the company as far as acquisitions and doing things, and really did help grow the company. But from the guest experience, it suffered a little bit. And I think that now it's going to be Josh going the route of Eisner and making it so that people are more welcome. They maybe they can cut costs at some point for like people attending the parks, not for what they produce, but people actually being able to go to them. So I'm hopeful for that.
I
Right.
get a good gut feeling too. Something about the way that Josh composes himself really gives me a lot of hope, especially if they have to retheme the Tower of Terror. That's what I'm hoping for. That Josh can come through with a really good retheme if that becomes the case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And Joshes are known for greatness. I just have to say that they just
not in my
breed
experience.
excellence. So
What
you
I
can't
would say
hate the
is,
guy.
I do think that there's something to be said while we're on this topic about if you really want to, because why was the show Undercover Boss so popular? It's not just because nobody knew it was the boss. There's one perspective, but being and walking through the park, that was one thing Eisner was very good at. It's like being immersed, like going, like, I need to see firsthand, what is this experience? What are the guests seeing? What am I noticing walking through this park? And the fact that he would do that so frequently, and that's what he was kind of known for, I really have a lot of optimism for what I think he's going to bring. And ironically, Josh and I started our podcast a year ago, and we named it Bring Back the Magic because we're lifelong Disney fans. We've always loved Disney, but we have felt over time some of the magic Disney was known for was slipping in certain categories, whether it was what we used to be these rides that would open and we felt like were mind blowing, like, wow, this is so immersive, this is so great, or this is so creative and unique, to like, we'd get a promise and then it would be like, that'll do. That's fine. We'll just do that instead. That like over promise, under deliver, all those things, the guest experience getting compromised, cast member experience not being for their sake as great as it had been, is what we've heard, and then creating this kind of like divide between cast members and guests because of it. Because the cast members are upset they're not getting paid enough. The guests are upset because they're paying more and more and more and not getting that experience. So I really hope and I have faith that the time he's spent being like the heir apparent, the one in waiting, that he's going to bring a lot to his role. That and if just knowing in this short amount of time like what he's already getting done or already changing, it just feels very exciting to me. It's like, oh, this could be it. Like the Villains Land news was big, like because I was very fearful it was going to be all right, one ride, a couple shops, maybe a restaurant, maybe two like B Squad rides or something in there as well. And now hearing that he wants to generate something that excites us,
And I
like
don't
that's
and I don't know where he got that whole Hades underworld kind of restaurant idea. God only knows. He didn't go on our Instagram, my 20 videos saying all
For
about
those who
exactly
don't know,
that.
Josh has been gunning hard for Villains Land, and he is deep, deep, deep,
Just
deep,
hire
deep
me,
down
Disney. That's all I
about
got
the
to say.
idea of
Just
there
hire
being
me. If you
a
guys get the
Hades
chance,
restaurant.
go onto our Instagram and go the
Yes,
20
and look,
days that I went and sat there and pitched the underworld
the
restaurant.
Underworld bar, the
Everything
clock
from
one,
what was served on the menus to how they dressed to the
the
merchandise, what it
forks.
was like, everything. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Day 412. Let me talk to you about napkins. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I did everything on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what happens. Things get started.
So-
Rumors. That's why they're making a Emperor's New Groove pull the lever roller coaster because
That's been
everybody's been
called for.
saying it
So
for
many
years.
fans want that. They've
Yeah.
all been saying it's such an obvious idea of that was back before even Muppets was announced as a retheme of Rock and Roller Coaster. I remember hearing people say, "Oh, they should retheme it to pull the lever, pull the lever, pull the lever." And then when they heard Villains Land, everyone's like, "Pull the lever, pull the lever." So that's another thing that makes me think he is listening.
Mhm.
Somebody's picking up, and that's the best
I
thing
did
as
tag
guests.
him in every one of those
We
videos
want to feel
afterwards.
as
So
guests heard. We're spending the money. We want to feel heard. That's really what it boils down to. We just love the magic. That's really it.
Yeah, and I think actually, since you guys brought it up, I think we should talk about it next after Disneyland because there is one more thing that I do want to talk to you guys about, and that is what is happening next Friday for the Food and Wine Festival in DCA. There's brand new foods to check out, but to keep continuing on with the chat, catching up here. Magical Mama Jack says, "Yes, I am team keep Disneyland and Walt Disney World different. It gives us reasons to visit another coast." I agree with that. It's me, David T. says Walt Disney World just announced that a 35% resort, resort discount on some resorts post cruise on some Disney Cruise Line cruises. More details on the Disney Cruise Line blog. We can also talk about that too as well, David. So let's see. We got Cruise and Theme Park Guide. Hey, Sierra,
Hey,
welcome in.
Hello, hello.
Guys, make sure you check out our good friend and moderator, Cruise and Theme Park Guide. She just recently visited Disneyland Resort a few weeks ago. So make sure you guys check out our good friend Sierra, Cruise and Theme Park Guide. Good to see you in here, Sierra. Three Sisters says, "I'm really hopeful for Josh."
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm hopeful for myself too.
I was hoping tomorrow, but I guess you too, Josh.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm pretty sure. It was me.
Oh my gosh, that was actually pretty funny. Let's see. Let me catch up with the chat here. Oh my gosh. Magic Mama Jack says Joshes are known for great. Oh my god. Oh my Josh.
They are.
Let's see. Let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see. We also have a brand new one joining us. We have Bubba, Mary, Hopper, Hoppy, Hollies.
Hey.
That was a mouthful.
It
Good to
sure
see you.
is.
He says, "Can I give you a gift?" Feel free to. Guys, we have just unlocked tips. So if you guys want to bring some more of the Disney magic, if you want to see more stuff than just Disneyland, make sure you click on that tip link in our description. If you want to bring that up, please feel free to. But if you want to fuel the magic of our experiences, make sure you guys check out our tip page as well as our PayPal as well. We also have our Patreons as well too. Buy me a coffee, all that jazz. So yeah, and it all supports the channel, and I give everything right back to you guys as well. So just want to throw that out there. So I think we got that on. I think we just caught up with the chat. So now, let's continue to our next topic, and it is going to be covering food and wine. So Food and Wine Festival has returned to Disney California Adventure next weekend. Very excited. There's going to be some brand new foods to try. So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. I have put together this presentation just yesterday, so let's see. Oh wow, I did not know that. It's me, David T. So Bubba, Mary, Popper, we have a Kings Island CM. Welcome in. And thanks for bringing the magic to Kings Island, Bubba. All right, so moving on. So here is the foodie guide for the Food and Wine Festival. We're basically going to be talking all things new to try. So let's get into it. So over at the Cluck-a-Doodle Moo, which is a DC, one of the Disney California Adventures food marketplace, we have the asados, which is pictured on the right here. It has grilled skirt steak, chipotle chicken, Spanish rice, and salsa verde, which I think the asados were new last year, and I've heard some really good things about it. And then one of the new things that's going to be coming, pictured on the left, is the Hot Honey White Sangria, brought to you by National Geographic. So it has Sauvignon Blanc, gin, hot honey syrup, grapefruit juice, and sweet and sour garnished with sliced jalapenos. Over at the Garlic Kissed, which is another DCA food marketplace, we have the Cooties Mandarin Orange and Blackberry Punch, which is featured on the right, on the left side here. We have House-Made Cuties Mandarin Orange Puree. It has blackberry and strawberry purees, blackberry syrup, Simply Fruit Punch, and grapefruit garnished with a Cuties Mandarin Orange, and that is a non-alcoholic drink. And then over on the right side, we have the Bourbon Peach Tea Lemonade, which has Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company Ceylon Black Tea, infused bourbon, peach puree, Simply Lemonade, and Simply Fruit Punch garnished in a peach ring. And then in the middle, we have the sirloin, I can't really say this word, but sirloin Gruyere. Sorry if I'm
Gruyere.
Gruyere.
mac and cheese with black garlic chimichurri, garlic butter crunch, and Fresno chili slices.
Sounds good.
So the only one that is new over at Golden Dreams, which is one of the other DCA food marketplaces, this is a Tiki Spritz, which has dark rum, Italian upper beef, pineapple juice, guava nectar, guava syrup, and sweet and sour topped with Sprite and garnished with a pineapple wedge.
I will take 2.
Sorry to interrupt, but may I please interject?
Yes, you may.
Yes,
So
may.
I know that over the years, people have noticed that the portion sizes has subtly decreased, and I'm like really curious that when Josh is like CEO, I do wonder, will the portion sizes increase but the prices remain the same? This way, you get more food for the same amount of money that you pay, which, in my opinion, would increase the guest experience and would make me put in even more effort to fly in 300 miles to go to DCA's Food and Wine Festival.
Very nice. Tony?
Thank you.
I agree.
Let's see.
What are the other boozy drinks coming on?
All this stuff looks really good so far.
Pictures are great. Whoever took the photos. I always wonder if it's going to look like that in real life when you go up there. Like, no, it looks like I got hit by a car, but this hopefully it tastes good.
So, on to...
Tony, what are you doing?
You guys okay?
Yeah, Tony is just Tonying.
Tony's
Oh,
reenacting.
love our Tony.
Oh God, Tony, I can't with you. Too funny.
Oh.
All right, sorry.
Oh, anyways, so the next slide here, we have some of the new offerings coming to LA Style, which is one of the another food marketplace. So we have the Carbonita Pizzetta, which has white sauce, nukes, applewood smoked bacon, and black pepper drizzle. And then we also have a cherry cola cold brew, which has the Joffrey's Coffee 70th anniversary blend, oat milk, and vanilla cream, and cherry syrups topped with a cherry cola cold foam and a maraschino cherry. And it's also non-alcoholic. And another thing that is not pictured here, there's going to be a Seaborn strawberry lemonade margarita as well.
Yummy.
I'll take 2.
I'll take
That drink
I would
looks
take
good.
some. One for each of us, please.
So over at the Mercado de Antojos, over at the Disney California Adventure, there is the Torta Ahogada.
Man, they're really putting them out there, huh? I mean,
They're not.
They're not making it easy. They aren't. I mean, that's a lot of. Can they make it simpler? Like here's a taco, or like here's a sandwich. Like it's like nope. They gotta be like, I'll take the That's all. I can't say that either. So they don't make it easy on this.
Yeah. So over here on the right, it has braised pork carnitas, frijoles, charros, pickled onion, and salsa. And then over here, pictured to the right, is a brown soul brewing company, Quiero Mas.
That looks good though.
Peppers Caliente is next. They are having a Tajin habanero seasoned wings, pictured on the left here, with Tajin chili lime sauce. And then pictured on the right is a ramen mac and cheese, which has fruit furikake crumble, fresh cakes, green onions, and chili crunch. And then another new thing is the strawberry guava lemonade, which has simply lemonade, strawberry puree, and guava syrup topped with vanilla cream and freeze-dried strawberry, which is a non-alcoholic drink. And then over at the Encore California, this is how many drinks are brand new. Which I'm sorry, but
That's a lot.
I'm not going to list them all because it's a lot, basically. But
Yeah.
Pictured over here on the right is the return of the delicious Mickey macaroon with Snickers. So if anyone is a Snickers fan, you might want to have to try this macaroon because I've heard from a lot of people that it's really good. So the novelties at the Food and Wine Festival in DCA, you can receive a 4 and 8 pack of Sip and Savor passes, which have like these coupons that you scan on a QR code, and they basically, you can get your food that way. There's also a Mickey-shaped food and wine plate, which is pictured on the right, which is very cute.
Ooh.
They made their debut last year, and it's
Did the
pretty
ears
nice.
drink? Is that what the ears hold a drink on that?
Yes, they actually are cup holders.
What? Tony, are you drinking out of your screen?
No.
All the food looks
Oh my
so
God.
amazing right now. And I saw Josh drinking, but this is all I had to drink out of.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh,
this
Tony.
food.
You've been given the boot, Tony.
Shout out to Ingrid, got me this mug, by the way, and she's in the chat. She got me this mug.
Oh, nice.
That's a cool mug.
I got this shirt from Frank.
There is one tip, though, that I can share with all of you, and that is, I think this also does it at Walt Disney World as well when they do their festivals in Epcot, is that you can actually order all your food from different booths on one booth. Did you guys know that?
You can do what?
In Disneyland?
Yeah,
Well-
you can order your
yeah.
own I'm sorry.
You can order that.
your food.
That's not very appetizing, that noise, though. We're not ordering food then. You can order.
You can order your food in one kiosk.
That's not
For
the case in
all
Disney
the-
World.
You
Disney
can,
World's
you can order your food at one location, and you can pick it up on other locations, so you don't have to spend time in
That's
line.
interesting. That's very interesting.
So that's a DCA thing.
Yes.
I guess it is, but we're just used to them giving you like a half crumpled receipt and then putting their fingernail through it or something like that. They're like, "Here, take your food," and then you just go on your way when you're in Epcot. So
That's wild. I didn't know that they did that.
Right.
Shout
But-
out moderators.
yeah,
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, moderators, for moderating tonight.
and thank you, Bubba. Apparently, there you go.
Let's see. So, what are your thoughts on everything covered in the foodie guide?
I think I'm hungry now.
I know everything
And-
looked really delicious. I like the drink options. Like they sounded like some nice creative options. And I could definitely picture myself eating and drinking my way through that festival.
It makes me want to have a drink. I'll tell you what. All that whole thing there makes me definitely want to have a drink. In fact, I might.
If
Yeah, our studio's equipped.
Yep.
if the portion sizes increase, then yes, I will make a very special effort to fly out to Disneyland from the middle of nowhere, aka Colorado.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know what, Tony? That's a good point, though, because back in Disney World, of course, sorry, I'm always going to draw from that. But when the Festival of the Holidays first started at Disney World in Epcot, everyone commented on how the portions were like more like meal portions, like mini meal, but like meal portions rather than like small snack portions. And so they were like, it's such a great value for the money. And that's decreased as well to where the price will keep going up, but they're not carrying that kind of heavy size as well. So I understand what you're saying as far as, that makes a big difference like that, because that's supposed to be the beauty of a food festival in general. It's like, instead of committing to one thing, I sit down for a meal and have to I can stroll around. This is $4, this is $4, this is $4. It adds up, sure, but it feels like you're getting a lot more for your money in that respect. So when they start getting up to $7, $8, $9 a piece, that's crazy.
It's also like it boggles me sometimes when you're at Disney and you see the people that are like really, really overly drunk in Disney that could normally handle their alcohol, because this happens. That's why I don't go to Food and Wine on the weekends when I'm in Disney World, because I feel like it's just like amateur hour and everybody goes out there and just gets got plastered. But I'm like, it's really expensive to get drunk in Disney World, first of all. I'm like, that's it was funny actually. When I was just in Disney World, I was leaving Animal Kingdom and I recorded on my phone. There was a girl going to her car with her husband and her kid, and she did not know where she was. I'm like, you're leaving Animal Kingdom. Why are you so hammered? And she's just falling all over the place. And her kid, she's like, all right. And I swear, I'm like, it was weird because I thought at first she was pregnant. And I was like, why is she drunk and smoking? I was like, I don't need to see these things. But I digress. But it was a very amusing thing to me at the time, I guess. And it bared repeating. I'm just going to go back and drink this again. Okay. Cheers. This is poison. All right.
Yes.
No, but I didn't get a chance to chime in on the other things with the food and all. I think from what I can see with that, I actually like some of the choices for Disneyland in there, like their food and wine kind of stuff, than I do what Disney World does. Tony, don't keep drinking your shoe.
Maybe not.
It is quite the feat. Okay, it is quite the feat drinking out of your shoe. Anyway, anybody? Nobody got it? Okay.
I got it.
Yeah, but Disneyland, the way they have their options. Does it now? Let me ask you a question, because I haven't done that festival there in forever. Probably, I think it was only there one time when I was there. Is it kind of like repeating items? Or these you guys get a lot of brand new items? Because there's a lot of repeats that are in Disney World, especially. And then if anything's good, they just take it away and for no reason. So that's where my gripe was with Italy. Italy used to be one of my favorite stops when they had the pizza in Epcot Center. And then they took that out, and then they just have garbage options that basically you got at a Costco or something. And it was just really bad. But if they do this stuff in Disneyland, I'd rather go out there for that if they're giving more new items, because I feel like there's not as many new items for Disney World. I really don't. And especially drinks. Drinks, there's nothing that said, oh, you got to try this drink or whatever. Even if it's alcoholic, non-alcoholic, it doesn't matter. Even if it's it could be a smoothie, it could be a dessert shake. That was the other thing I was going to say when I said about things looking the way they do in the picture. I will give them credit, because this last one, I think, Gina, was it Food and Wine? Because Remy does the food and wine stuff. So it was a shake at Seasons in the land.
Oh, yeah.
Epcot, that was this cookie thing. It looked really pretty. I Remy, all this stuff on it. But I was like, no way this looks like the picture when you get it. And it looked exactly like it. I was like, I'm actually blown away that this happened. But anyway, it could just be the alcohol talking. I don't know. But
yeah, I mean,
I think all these things look good.
In answer to your question, Josh, Disneyland does bring in some of the returning items. Mm-hmm. For example, I just showed you guys the mac and cheese from that whatever booth. But they do also like to commingle with some new things as well. So
what was the mac and cheese
at Disneyland is mostly kind of new, but at the same time they are also trying to bring in some new stuff as well.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, that's kind of that's things with me and Disney. It's when they have new stuff you can try. I'm all about that. I'm of course, I'm also about holding on to the old stuff that's good. And now currently I'm on a campaign to get rid of cheeseburger spring rolls because they're disgusting. They're horrible. They're
Controversial
overhyped.
opinion.
Don't believe it. If you go to Disney World, it is overhyped and they are not good. So I will go to the grave saying that. I've had them twice now and they are horrible. They're horrible.
Tony is shocked. He's going to
Tony,
drink.
I'd rather eat the boot you were trying to drink out of than to eat the cheeseburger spring rolls again. They're gross. Stop acting like they're good. Yeah, there you go. That's probably a better snack.
And
God.
Bubba
Do
actually
it.
answered the question about do we know what food's coming to Flower and Garden. They just actually released a video on YouTube, Disney Parks, that I'm currently obsessed with because for those that are OG Epcot fans, back when the Land Pavilions first opened, they had a song called Listen to the Land. And the ride was called Listen to the Land, not Living with the Land. And I love it. It's one of my favorite classic Disney ride songs. And they just had a comedian dress up in this kind of very like tight blonde curly wig
Yes, I
and dress
saw
up.
that.
And he did the whole song. But the video, the full length video on YouTube is them talking about all the different food offerings that are going to be at Flower and Garden. And my wish would be that they would do an overlay of that song for Flower and Garden. Even they only did it for that part. Put that song back on Living with the Land during the Flower and Garden Fest. Like I would love it. It would just, even if you're just going through the greenhouses part and just played it, I just think that would be so fun. I'd love to see a return to some of the old iconic Disney things that we loved so much. But yeah, so that you can see that on Disney Parks YouTube channel, all the different things that are coming to. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. And Tony said they don't like the cheeseburger spring rolls either. Yeah, he
And don't
doesn't.
forget electrical umbrella.
Yes. I'm just
What
not
about-
not a
Oh,
fan
I
of
thought you said a chrome umbrella. I was like, oh,
no, I'm just
okay.
not a fan of connections. Like I said, I could talk about that. I don't want to skew the topics, but I could talk about that all day.
Well, I think
Yeah.
that was They're like, keep talking. We want to talk about Disneyland. We're like, we're going to steer it toward Disneyland every time. We're like, all right, well, enough of you guys.
All right.
Sorry.
Like, I can't see a Bennigan's from Disney World. You're like across the street, like, oh, there's a liquor store. You're like, nope.
Sorry to bust your bubble, Josh.
I thought you were trying to poke me. Okay.
I'm busting the bubble, but let me tell you this. Cheeseburger spring rolls at Disneyland, I have heard from so many sources, are the best food in Disneyland. Especially because they got rid of the Heimer Tower Hotel. They put all the glory of the Tower of Terror and stuffed it into a little tiny spring roll wrap. So as you bite down on spring roll, you're biting into the glory of the former Tower of Terror.
I would
rethemed.
bet that they put the dead bodies of people from the Tower of Terror into the spring roll. It tastes about the same. Yeah. They just rolled it all in there and you could eat it. It's gross.
I don't mind
It's
them.
gross. Stop it. You do mind them.
I don't. I had them once, and I said they
Listen,
were
I will
fine.
tell you this.
But I don't think most Magic Kingdom food is good.
Listen, no, we all give them passes for all theme park food, okay? We give Disney passes for theme park food. We're like, oh, this is great. You wouldn't get it on a different day.
Right.
But I will tell you this. It's not that it's inedible. It's just not worth the hype people put it behind it. Like if you were in the grocery store, you would not buy this and say, I'm taking this home to eat it. You're like, this is like a crappy, like off-market Hot Pocket that you're like, you ate. You're like, this is disgusting and I may get rickets. And that's exactly what it is. I'm telling you, it's gross. I digress. I won't talk about the spring rolls anymore. I'll be over here with my medicine.
Oh my gosh, Tony.
Gosh.
I'm just laughing. Oh.
What is going on?
Well, you didn't know this would happen when you invited us on, so there you go.
Tony is just Tonying.
We're just gonna see what else Tony will eat. Okay, let's.
Absolutely. Tony, you just keep doing what you're doing and just.
Yep. Be you, Tony. Don't be anybody else.
All right. So we gotta get Kat up to chat. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
But let's see. So it's me, David T. Have a good night. He says, sorry if I need to call it a night. It's been a long day and I'm hitting midnight. So another early morning in just a few hours. So have a good night and solve all our Disney problems. Good night, David T. Hope to see you around soon.
Good night, David.
Let's see. Three Sisters says interesting and Ing Madden says, I did not know that. I guess when I mentioned about ordering multiple things in one booth. So that's actually a very fun thing. Bubba says, I subscribed. Thank you so much, Bubba, for subscribing. Happy to have you join our crew of friends. Bubba also says, isn't DCA bigger world parks? No, it's a lot smaller, kind of similar to Animal Kingdom, let's say.
Sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt.
you can
Isn't it
fit.
like I'm sorry.
No good.
Isn't like Disneyland more smaller than California Adventure? I'm just saying in my opinion.
Yeah, and you can actually fit like Disneyland in the parking lot of the Magic Kingdom in Disney World.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
So that shows you how big that is.
Let's see.
And Bubba, I'm glad you got to see the video, the Living with the Land video.
Yes, and actually, I believe Disney with Matthew just posted it. So if you guys want to click on that video link, I am showing you guys on the screen.
You're welcome.
That is where you guys can find it. So
it's so good. It just totally like takes what I loved about classic Epcot. For any that have been to Walt Disney World and know Epcot, you know, the second gate there, when it first opened, it had a very cohesive theming of Future World and World Showcase. And Future World was all the different like educational pavilions, but edutainment, which Disney kind of developed, of this entertaining way to educate people. And so those old songs, like every ride had its own song, and it was like, you know, the Fountain of Nations, and it was the fiber optic pavement and the great music. And now it's just become very vanilla and not as cohesive, which is upsetting. So when I see something like this that's a callback to that time, it's just like it's such a nostalgia moment for me, and I love it.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So I think Baba says I think we should switch topics onto some Walt Disney World news. Which funny thing that Baba and I believe Eugenia mentioned it, and that is we have got some interesting and very juicy news coming from Villains Land.
Yes. Very exciting.
So ever since Josh Tomorrow announced at D23 last August that there is a brand new Villains Land coming to the Magic Kingdom, turns out today that Josh had some other plans and some interesting ride-throughs have been secretly announced. And so this is credit to our good friend Discussing Film on X. It says some of the new plans for Walt Disney World's Villains Land has been revealed. We have it says a family-friendly coaster themed to the Emperor's New Groove, a major indoor water-based Maleficent ride, a restaurant with a dinner show experience featuring Hades' Pain and Panic, as well as a third ride that could potentially be a spinner themed to Ursula.
That's what we need, more spinny rides in Disney.
Yeah, I saw a sketch drawing of that one though, that an Imagineer.
It's like a Merry Mixer kind of thing where it's only like 10.
Yeah, like the arms of Ursula and like, you know, holding on to each. So as long as it's not like alien throwing saucers or teacups, I'm tired of that same.
It's like one of those carnival rides.
And do the hokey pokey and spin it all around. That's how we hokey pokey at the Magic Kingdom.
Nailed it, Tony.
Nailed it, Tony.
Get me that on your next album.
But
I
I
like
do
it.
think
You
that
ask and you shall receive.
this news is
Mhm.
exciting because villains are such a popular category of Disney characters. People, there are people that love the villains more than they love the heroes. And so the idea that there was going to be an entire land, I have said before on our show, I think they could have done an entire fifth gate that was just a villains theme, because not all villains are scary. There's plenty of villains like
Right.
Yzma's not scary, Prince John's not really scary, Kronk is technically kind of a villain, like not scary. So it doesn't mean it have to be a scary park. But I feel like they would have had enough content to make an entire fifth gate. But okay, that's not what's happening. But you don't want to land like that to just be kind of an afterthought of like, oh, okay, well, we'll just do just barely enough. You want that to feel immersive. They could take this land and do for Magic Kingdom what Harry Potter did for Universal, something where people go in and they're like, oh, wow, I feel this. This feels slightly
Or
ominous.
what Hollywood or what Galaxy's Edge was supposed to do to
Was
Hollywood
supposed to
Studios.
do. Yeah. But so hearing that this coaster, I like that it does say family friendly. That I think it's interesting that you do a water-based ride from Maleficent, but I guess kind of like the moat around the castle is maybe like the thinking behind that. I don't know. Obviously, we love the idea of the Hades restaurant because Josh has been pushing for that for months and months. And again, like he said, shameless self promotion. If you go to our social media, he has an entire series of videos he did. Like, this is day 6 of me asking for the underworld. This is this, because it really is a really cool
With
concept.
renderings, listen, with renderings and
With
actual,
renderings.
like, so you can see
Yeah.
and be like, look, do this. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I had a whole thing going there, and people are like, oh, this isn't real. I'm like, no, not yet. They
I
need to
feel
do
like
the speakeasy that I said.
I also feel like when you make a kind of change like this, like when you already announced the land, we've already been through the spec drawings being dialed back for anything else that we were promised. We all remember Galaxy's Edge. They were like, oh, it's going to be so interactive. Your magic band will tell whether you crash Millennium Falcon and everyone's going to know it and they'll comment. And that none of that ever happened. It never happened. So I'd rather you like not overpromise, underdeliver, like have some surprises. Tell me after you already know you're going to do it. So I feel like this is a big moment in this land's kind of timeline right now to say out loud, hey, I told them make it bigger, make it better, make it more immersive, because now you've got all our attention and now you can't afford to dial it back, kind of thing. So that's my take. Hi,
Right.
Brianna.
Welcome in, Brianna. Good to see you. And
Brianna.
also Disney cast crew member Monique
Hi,
has joined
Monique.
us as well. Good to see you, Monique. Any other thoughts before I go back to the chat here?
Oh, what on the actual villain stuff? I think as far as all that goes, I'm like, at least they're putting more than just like one thing in there. They're not like, oh, we have one attraction that's going to be there. They're at least trying to do something like, okay, you got a coaster with Emperor's New Groove, which I feel like that coaster is going to kind of harken to something you said family friendly. It's going to be something like Mine Train. I guarantee you, it's going to be something along those lines where they're going to have something where it's not like scary, but it's just it's got motion and everything else. Not obviously not going to go upside down or anything. And then the Maleficent one I see being, I guess, like a very dark version of a Splash Mountain. And that's what I feel like that's going to end up being. And then you've got the ride I'll probably never get on if it spins. It was Ursula, and I'll be like, listen, I will look from afar. That's why I do not get on the teacups. I do not get on anything like that, or the alien swirling saucers. Like, that is not my jam. I will not be doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
Tony, did you want to say something? I thought you raised your hand.
Yes, so when it comes to Villains Land, I was very cautiously optimistic. Yeah, given what was said about Galaxy's Edge, and I was honestly just not really giving Villains Land much thought or had any hope whatsoever for the project, just because of the history of the company being like wow, promise, and never mind, you get nothing.
Right.
But when Josh DeMoss said, all right, we are going to take a step back, we are going to reimagine Villains Land, and we are going to make it bigger and better, that is the first sigh of relief I have felt towards a Disney project in 10 years.
Yeah,
That's just my honest take.
Yeah.
that's right.
What about you, Matthew?
I honestly think I 100% agree with Gina with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and what you said, Tony. And I honestly, Josh is going to be a massive, crazy like the next Michael Eisner, like the one you just mentioned earlier. And I honestly think the Maleficent water ride looks amazing, and I honestly think it's going to be like what Josh said, like the next version of the Splash Mountain. But I want to see like how this version of villains of the Maleficent and some other attractions like Ursula's spinning cups. I will never do because I get motion sickness very easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gross, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Yeah.
And my overall thoughts on this whole breaking news here is I am very excited about Villains Land. I mean, in response to the the epic universe, the Universal and Disney bubbles, like how will they compete? How will they manage to, you know, bring guests to each park? And so I think that if Josh is saying that, like what Matthew and I believe Josh was also saying, is, they need to have Villains Land be bigger and bolder for
Mm-hmm.
all of our guests to enjoy and to feel immersed in this dark and crazy world of these
Yep.
fan favorite Disney villains that we all know and love. And so I do think that and I'm sure fans are asking for an Emperor's New Groove attraction because we all know that scene in the movie where Yzma says, "Pull the lever, Kronk," and so wrong lever, and so I think it's honestly one of the most exciting things, honestly. So getting back to the chat here, Ing Martin says, "I'm so excited for Villains Land." Absolutely.
Yeah, Ingrid.
yeah,
Bubba says, "We finally get Emperor's New Groove stuff." Yep, sir. Let's see. I said hi to Monique already. Bubba also says, "Okay, question: how will they do Pain and Panic?" Ooh.
I feel like they could do that via screens, but they could also do because they're making it sound like is it's almost going to be
It's a
like
show.
when
I'm
you're
going to guarantee
a
they're
show.
puppets.
Will
I
it
guarantee
be a
they're
stage
puppets.
show or will it be like do they consider Beacon Barrel like that kind of thing where there's like an animatronic or something? I mean, honestly, with Josh's idea, you could have villains appearing on screens in an interactive way where it looks like they're talking to you. Where there's a lot of different things they could do. I think what's important, the timing wise, is we know the impact that Epic Universe opening had on this Florida theme park space, right? And one of the big things I hear about Epic is while there are some complaints related to rides like shutting down when the weather or whatnot or motion sickness, that's always been a universal thing for me that it's
Or
like
it's
I have
always
neck problem,
stairs and pavement. They're
stairs,
like,
all that.
yeah.
But I heard a lot of people say that unlike the other two Universal parks down there, that Epic is a park you can go to just because the vibes are so good that even if you went, you could appreciate the park because of what they did in the way of theming in each portal. So that's something Disney needs to take note of, that it's not just about the rides, but that theming, because some people aren't rides people and they want to be able to enjoy the land the same way. So if you can take it and make it immersive enough that someone's like, man, I don't have any desire to get on a roller coaster or water ride, but I do want to go over to Villains Land because I think the vibes over there are so cool. And I think that's something that I hope they really, take into account.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Brianna says, "Ursula could easily be a kid-friendly Dumbo magic carpet idea, lifting up and down from her legs instead of another aliens frying saucers ride."
Mhm.
That's actually a pretty cool idea, Brianna.
Yeah.
I
I
would say
don't think.
that.
I don't think. Yeah, Brianna's my sister. I don't think it's good.
That's
It's horrible,
our
Brianna. Go
sister.
away.
Thanks for being here.
We
Ing
don't need.
Madden
Listen, I will be
says,
honest with you. We do not need another Dumbo style ride or like flying carpets of Aladdin, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, nobody wants to get on them anyway.
Yeah.
Make something cooler. I said what I said.
Let's see. Ing Madden says that Hades idea is the best. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brianna also says it's about time Emperor's New Groove got the attention they deserve. I agree.
Absolutely agree.
100%.
Absolutely agree. And look at how popular Haunted Mansion is. Like Haunted Mansion over time, when they added a gift shop for it, and now on the Disney cruise ships making a bar for it. So that ominous kind of like, put in quotes, scary, but that kind of vibe is popular in the Disney community. So I don't think they need to be afraid of going in that direction. Like you can be kind of spooky without being terrifying. Look again, Tony, Tower of Terror. The whole experience over there is spooky and creepy, but it's not necessarily terrifying unless you're obviously afraid of drops. Actually, the storyline on that ride scares me more than the drops do. Like rather than
Right.
it freaks me out.
I am the opposite. Oh my gosh, no way. I am the opposite. The drop scare me. I love the storyline. Ding, ding, ding. Where did you get that bell from?
Huh?
One guess.
I stole it from the Tower of Terror.
Oh my gosh. That
used to
is
work
on
there.
my bucket list.
That
I
hotel.
absolutely love it.
Tony to the front. Tony to the front. Got some bags to pick up. There you go. Little bell help.
What about this? And don't forget your slot machine or portal level. Where did you get that sign from?
Disney World.
Whoa.
We think you got it.
Oh my gosh. I want this sign. Can you find it on eBay now?
I'll sell it to you. Good price. Good price.
All right.
Good price.
Let's starting bid. Let's start a bidding war.
All right. We started $1 million. Go ahead, Tony.
All right, thank you. This is count as $1 million.
I'm not falling for that again.
Let's see. So Brianna says, I think they should do something with Dr. Facilier. Okay.
Yeah, like put him in Splash Mountain where he should have been. Put it
Yeah,
in
like
Tiana's
for
Bayou
example,
Adventure.
Brianna, she says, in fact, it would be cooler idea for a water-themed ride because it would rival Tiana's Bayou. That's
because she was saying that Friends on the Other Side, Dr. Facilier would be something cool to have in Villains Land. So like if you had in Frontierland, Tiana's Bayou, but then you had in Villains Land, Friends on the Other Side. Like it could be a kind of.
I think Matthew had something to say. He had his hand up.
Sorry, Matthew.
Tower of Terror, like for Tony, mine's is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
Oh, I love that ride.
Yeah.
I can only do it once though, because it'll make me sick
Wait,
otherwise.
Matthew, what's your favorite song to get on that ride?
Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Good one. Good one.
And Conga, right?
No,
not least.
Conga.
Hey!
Yay, Matthew. Did we just become best friends? Yup.
Good. Congratulations on your new crappy best friend.
Conga's the worst.
Let's see. Ooh. Bubba has a really good point. He says, here's a question. Will the Villains show, which is Unfairly Ever After, go into Villains Land?
Maybe
I think not.
Go away. I think if anything, it just go away. It just goes away. They can do a stage show. I think they should do a stage show in Villains Land, literally like they do in front of the castle. If they're going to have something with Maleficent's castle in the background, maybe they do something in the front stage where they can actually have characters do things in a villains show and then do some stuff around there. I think they could do a lot of cool stuff with pyrotechnics and some laser things and whatever else and projections.
Yeah, but I think it just should go away and they should put something Muppets over there and make that whole section dedicated to Muppets.
I just think it's in a bad place in Hollywood studios anyway.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you have Muppets already at Rock and Roller Coaster, then it gives reason to go around that corner. Nothing else gives reason. You forgot Lightning McQueen was there. Nobody remembered it was there.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I like it. I like what you're cooking over there, Gina.
Especially with the success of the new Muppet Show. Like, especially came out, like everyone crying for more Muppets. It's like, great. Give the people what they want.
Right. And then Ing Madden says, I wish they would make it spooky and creepy. LOL. Same. Bubba says, what if they do it like they did in Villains Tonight? Now, I don't remember that show. Anybody else remember Villains Tonight? I think they did it on the Disney Cruise Lines.
Oh.
It might be.
Sounds
I don't
familiar.
know. Whatever they did there, I don't remember what the name of it was. What else we got?
Okay. I'm sorry. Tony, I would love
Yeah.
a haunted mansion inspired land. I'm just hands down.
You
I
know,
want.
if you think about it, there is some cemeteries right near Disney World, so kind of like they already took that.
I mean, if you think about it, what is Liberty Square really in Disney World? It's like Liberty Square is Haunted Mansion. There's Hall of Presidents,
Oh,
but
they're
it's
all
like other
dead.
than that, it's just restaurants. So it's like now the Liberty Bell and everything like that is gone. The Mark Twain Riverboat. You might as well just put like Hall of Presidents, put something Haunted Mansion-y in there. I mean, they are all dead presidents almost, so it's like it kind of is a haunted mansion. Also,
I'm waving back
Yes,
to
Matthew.
Matthew.
Okay, I have
Matthew?
one question. Like, since you mentioned Hall of Presidents, I was thinking they should put the Muppets as in Hall of Presidents so it can make it more easier since everything what's
Yeah.
going on in America right now.
Absolutely. A friend of ours actually suggested that they turn
Waldorf and Statler.
Hall of Presidents into a Muppets Hamilton show. She was like, they should do Hamilton in that theater, but with the Muppets. Like,
Yeah.
that would be amazing.
I'd watch
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I think this is what Baba was
Okay.
mentioning about in Villain's Land.
Okay.
It's a show that was in the Disney Dream.
Mhm.
Mhm. I
And
did that look familiar.
I never was on the Dream. I've done the Fantasy and the Wish, Wonder, and Magic, but never the Dream.
Okay, no, I
Yeah.
remember now. This is one of
What do you remember?
the
Lay it
ones
on us.
tonight.
Yes. Bubba, I agree. We do need the great Muppets and moments in Muppet history back because that was a cute little show.
Moments.
But I would,
Moments.
yeah.
Um,
More Muppets.
I
More
think-
Muppets, please.
No, I'm saying like you were saying about Hall of Presidents and everything. I said you could put anything. I don't care. I'm like I'm all about history and everything too. But I'm like honestly, that's not really populated.
Just don't
much,
take away
so-
the American Adventure because I do love that.
I
show.
love the American
I love
Adventure.
American
I think that's
Adventure.
just
Hall
a
of
gripping
Presidents.
show.
Hall of Presidents, I don't care if it goes away, but I do love
Yeah.
American Adventure. America.
Yeah.
all right. So one last thing before we move on. Disney crew member Monique says, "I'm just excited about the new ideas. I'm hoping to see for Walt Disney World maybe something special. Hopefully." I agree, Monique. Excuse me. I do agree with you, Monique. Despite our, opinions and suggestions and ideas, I am very looking forward, like Monique said, to see what Walt Disney World can do, and Disneyland as well too. So, very looking forward to the future of Disney parks as well.
Yeah.
So, as we move on to our next topic that we have for this evening, we have active construction on the upcoming Universal Fan Fest nights at Universal Studios Hollywood. So let's leave Disney World and go back to California as we prepare for the biggest fandom event of them all over at Universal Studios Hollywood. Fan Fest nights. And first and foremost, this is credit to our good friend Mondo, the Cali Bay on X, and this is the Forbidden Forest area. So if you are familiar with the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Land in Orlando, we also have this as well. But this is the former queue of our Forbidden Journey, and they are doing a Forbidden Forest themed walkthrough with creatures and other magical stuff. And recently, this is taken on February 20th, and there is a structure that has been built. So it seems like that they are doing active progress on the on that, and then we also have a brand new update to the retaining wall in the lower lot on Also, credit to our friend SoCalorific and Five Fires. They're going to be supposedly having a Jurassic Park themed walkthrough or maze. So, what are your guys' thoughts on these construction updates from Universal Hollywood?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm blown away.
The pictures aren't really giving me a lot.
I'm like, here's half a dinosaur. I'm like, I don't know.
I do love Jurassic, but those
Neat.
pictures aren't.
It's neat, but it's not like I can't really get anything from it. I think it's cool somebody got the pictures, but I'm like, I can't grasp anything of what it's supposed to be for that kind of stuff right yet. But that's just me.
Patrick.
Alrighty, guy. Thank you, Patrick. See you next time, my friend. So yeah, I am excited for FanFest. And by the way, if anyone doesn't know what FanFest Nights is, it is basically a separate ticketed event, unlike all the other After Dark events at Disney. But it is an amazing event. I have streamed last year's version, and might I just say that it was incredible. The way that Universal did it was outstanding. They had Back to the Future. They had where you had to step inside of the actual filming location of Back to the Future. The clock tower scene where Marty goes back to 1989. And they also had like some stuff on Super Nintendo World. They had Harry Potter. They had Wicked characters out. It was so much fun. I highly recommend, if you are in the area, if you are traveling to Universal Studios Hollywood this spring, April 23rd is the official opening night of the 2026 FanFest night. So just a little clarity on that. So any other thoughts? We'll go to Disney with Matthew.
I honestly think I honestly think what you said was really interesting, and I was concerned when you showed me the little fan fest little tent. And I was like, okay, this is like something with Harry Potter or something. I was like, I'm trying to think of the word. I think with Back to the Future as well.
What happened to Tony?
He had to step
I
up
think
for a
he
moment.
said that he'll be right back, but
Okay, I didn't have to make sure you didn't choke on a boot.
Let's see. So let's catch up with the chat here.
Good night,
So we have
moderator.
JG Epcot. Welcome in. Good to see you. That Josh.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Oh my gosh.
Good to see you, Josh. That's a good one. I like it. Big fan. Big fan. Okay.
Let's see. I am Gordon. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us.
Good night, Ingrid.
Bye,
Next time.
Ingrid. Love you.
Thank you for sticking it out. I know it's late.
Alrighty, friends. So, I think that is all the topics that we have for us tonight. I know it's getting late for our Walt Disney World folks.
It's 12:41 a.m. right now.
Yes. So happy Friday to you guys. Happy Friday, fun.
Happy Friday.
Let's do some Q&A. So this is where I invite everyone in the chat to feel free to share your questions. Either one of our guests or I myself can answer please feel free to ask away. We look forward to answering your questions, and basically just have a typical conversation. So, Buzz Lightyear fan says, "Good morning, Disney World people. Happy Friday to you guys."
Happy Friday, Disney World.
Let's see.
I don't know how he does
why
this.
is that Josh guy so awesome?
Oh, that guy! I love that guy. I love that guy.
Ridiculous.
Totally
Josh.
not me. Totally not me.
Oh gosh.
Let's see. Let me get caught up with the chat here. If there's any questions in regarding. So Bubba says, when is Mando and Grogu coming to Smuggler's Run? So May 22nd, coming to both coasts, Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Mando and Grogu are coming to Smuggler's Run, and it is going to be called Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run: A New Mission. So very looking forward to that. And also May 22nd is also the same day as the film comes out as well. Right. So looking forward to having Mando and Grogu join the let's see. Let me catch up with the chat.
This is just Josh being Josh.
Yes, if you ever watched our podcast, you know this is how I am.
Good to see you, Josh.
Matthew has a question.
Does the Josh guy have more than one microphone?
No.
Okay.
All right, I have a question.
Let's see.
So basically.
Go ahead, Matthew.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
Okay. So basically, the Millennium Falcon will have a new mission, as you mentioned. So you'll select a new destination. So like whatever new mission you're gonna go to, this is gonna be an amazing part. Just picking a random destination that you want to go on the Millennium Falcon with Mando and Grogu, which I'm definitely very excited about.
I think that's going to be very popular for sure. I'm not a Smuggler's Run fan because that ride makes me super sick because of the control given. And I'm like, who is going to be driving makes all the difference. Because the only time I've ever ridden Smuggler's Run, my son, who was probably 6 years old at the time, was the pilot with me. And it was a horrible experience. It was bad news. So I was like, let me know what it is, guys. I certainly won't.
And I'm just laughing at your comment, Gina. Big news of podcast will now be just Jeannie. Not Jeannie, but Gina.
Gina.
Yes,
now it will be. I can confirm it.
Oh my gosh. Matthew, hashtag only Gina. Oh my gosh.
Thanks.
All right. So if there is no other questions, basically just I have a question. If feel free to tell us more about your channel, and this is mainly for Bring Back the Magic podcast, because since you guys are brand new to our show, the Happiest Podcast on YouTube, feel free to, tell us about your channel. What are you, etc. We would love to learn more about you, and maybe, if I don't know if Lawrence is still around, but maybe you guys can join the Disney Streamer Network as well. So
that's awesome. Well, thank you for having us. First of all, we appreciate the invitation. We are big believers in supporting everyone in this community the best way that we can. We always say the one thing about being part of the Disney community is Disney people can't get enough Disney. So there's room out here for all of us. We want to see everybody else succeed. A little to know about our channel is I said, Josh and I are brother and sister. We started this podcast last March, and we've just been having so much fun with it because really, we do get the comment that it's not like other podcasts. I'm not sure it's always a compliment. You guys are like,
in our defense, it's only because of Gina.
Yeah, I don't know if it's always meant to be. We like to think it is, but mainly because we're not a very podcasty, I guess you'd say, because we're brother and sister just talking like we would anywhere else. And so we just said we always talk about Disney anyway, so we might as well put a microphone in front of ourselves and see if anybody listens. And to our shock and surprise, we got a really nice, group of people that listen regularly, interact. We've made some great friends. So if you come and watch our show or listen to it on Spotify or Apple, but you can watch it on YouTube, you're just going to see Josh and I talking, having a good time, lighthearted. Sometimes the topics can get a little deep because when you're really passionate about anything, it can take on a whole new, kind of mood. But overall, it's just us having a good time. We have a segment on our show we do called Wet Spaghetti, and it's basically kind of like what Josh talked about with Underworld. We say kind of throw things out there, ideas, but frame them like they're rumors we heard, but really there are Disney wish list items, and see what sticks. And like, will these things get around? And then eventually Disney's like, oh, we had a great idea. And you're like, did you, or did you hear that on our show?
Yes, in the new segment coming up, Josh is determined to get rid of cheeseburger spring rolls.
But we
My
have
campaign to delete spring rolls. Spring rolls
and like I said, that's what you're going to find on our channel. It's Bring Back the Magic Podcast. And then we're on socials, BBT Magic Podcast. But we added months ago a guest show, as I mentioned earlier, Brunch Back the Magic. So that's just like the two of us with a guest or two, depending. And it's like an hour-long show where we sit and we just have a fun, cozy, like little conversation about whatever that guest specifically kind of drives, always Disney related. But so we do that. We've done some podcast parties. Tony was part. He joined us during our 8-hour live stream that we did the day after Christmas. So we're just really having a good time, celebrating Disney. That's really what it's all about for us. So if you come to our channel, that's really what you're going to find. Just two people who have loved Disney their whole life, but sometimes may tell the hard facts about things we're thinking about it, but always in good fun.
Very nice.
And Josh,
Alrighty. You were saying something, Josh?
I didn't say anything. I'm used to saying not much of anything.
I said, and Josh is there too.
Yes. I'm just here for the eye candy
of yourself.
Yeah, I love doing this podcast with my grandmother. Okay. Just kidding, Granny. Keep hope alive. All right. Bring back the Gina. Oh, yes. Bring back your voice so we can record a podcast. It's awful.
I know. I'm trying desperately.
Tell him live. Tony,
yes, whose side are you on?
There you go, Tony.
I vote Team Josh, Gina, both.
Okay, good. See? Thanks for keeping us together, Tony. That's what you're doing.
I vote for Josh.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. See?
I will be retracting my latest comment. Thank you. retract my comment.
Oh my gosh. Now we got Brianna saying, bring back my hot sister.
Yep, she means herself. She means herself.
Oh,
she just needs attention. She's pregnant. Nobody's looking at her.
Bring back to Matthew.
I told you, Matthew's in there like he was like some kind of weird Bond villain or something in the dark.
Yeah.
I know.
Bring back the other lamp, Matthew, so we can see you better next time.
Bring back the amusement park pirates.
We're going to get you, that's what I'm going to do. Send me your information. I'm going to send you another lamp.
All right.
I'm like, here, just put it right here. Like, here, just another lamp. We need another lamp.
That would be awesome if you send it.
Oh boy, bring back the magic podcast. Bring back APP. Well,
yes. We're all
with
well
APP?
represented.
I like that.
Well, thank you guys so much for having us on. I really do appreciate it. We had a good time with you guys. Thank you for doing this. And like I said, it's definitely something that was we didn't know we were getting into coming into it because I'm like, Gina told me, she's like, we're doing I was like, all right, let's do it. And then I'm like, I was watching stuff and I was like, all right. this is a lot of Disneyland stuff. You do realize we do Disney World. She's like,
Yeah.
but it
But
still
I
worked out
did
just
let you
fine.
know that beforehand. I said we'll talk about anything. I was like, but just
I told her I keep spinning
we
it
have
towards Disney World.
Disneyland people on our show,
Like,
so
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all good. We had a
Yeah,
good time.
but I also want to thank you guys for our special guests for joining us.
our pleasure.
It was a pleasure getting to chat with you, and hopefully you guys can join again real soon as well. We love having new guests join and also returning guests as well too. But before we say goodnight, I do wanted to also actually before I do the thing, welcome in to Big Vin. Welcome in, Big Vin. Good to see you. Bring back the Tony. Oh my gosh.
Bring back the Tony.
But anyways, guys. So once again, feel free to. So once again, do you guys mind telling our viewers where they can find you, and please tell us when you will be live next or any new content on the horizon.
Wow. Let's see. We'll be live. Well, we'll have recorded an episode tomorrow. Now it's Friday for us. Saturday for Brunch Back to Magic, which will be premiered on Sunday. So we'll have a premiere there, and we'll be in the chat with everybody as we're interviewing that guest. So we'll have that little time together. And next Thursday, we should have another episode of the podcast drop. We are on YouTube if you want to watch us. We are on Spotify and Apple Podcast. So if you want to listen to us, if you want to go ahead and kind of subscribe to our channels on there, we would definitely appreciate it. Like we said, our podcast is a little bit different than everybody else's. There's a lot of things, me and Gina laughing at each other and just having a good time and doing some Disney memories and just enjoying all things that are Disney. But if you like to hear two, like a brother and sister duo, go at each other, sometimes agree, sometimes disagree, and most of the time just kind of fall off the rails, that's us and giving our opinions. It might not always be popular, but at the end, we don't care because we're just doing what makes us happy. And you know what?
So
Everybody can feel what they want to feel about Disney. Okay. So,
But also, if you go and follow us on TikTok or Instagram, we're at BBT Magic Podcast, and I like to post lots of embarrassing photos of Josh from his childhood until he gets mad at me for it.
that's all. And listen, it's all going to
check
be,
it out.
it's all fine until I find Gina's old passport photo.
It's bad,
And
guys. It's really
it's-
bad.
And
It's
if I
really
that
bad.
ever happens, it'll be the best day of my life.
It's the worst photo of me ever taken. Even our mom said so. And a mom thinks everybody looks cute, but even our mom said it was
Mom's
the
like,
worst
oh,
photo
she's
of me
ugly.
It
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was bad. But like
face
Josh said, tune in this Sunday at noon on YouTube. We'll have Brunch Back the Magic. Our special guest is Jake Mays, who's the Disney Fit Coach on Instagram. So it's going to be talking about a lot of ways to, incorporate fitness, exercise in like your Disney lifestyle.
And Gina has agreed to do 400 crunches during the show.
No, she is not.
Yes, she did. I heard it. I heard it
You
here.
got this,
tonight.
Like
Gina.
this?
Yeah. she's going to eat 400 carrots. I don't want to see either, to be honest with you. I don't want to see you eat carrots
Yeah.
or do
But then, like Josh said, new episode of our regular podcast, Bring Back the Magic, next Thursday.
Yeah.
At noon.
Yeah.
So yeah. But
Very nice. Tony.
All right, so this, as you may recognize, is a YouTuber, not a service elevator. With that being said, I go live every Sunday on my YouTube channel, Tony O'Tell, doing live art requests inspired by the Disney parks. However, if you wish to see more Tower of Terror fan art, I highly recommend following me on my Instagram page, Tony O'Tell. It's Tony_O_Tower. And lastly but not least, if you wish to see what it's like being a disabled, autistic, and apraxic individual navigating the professional world and somebody and hearing from a disabled perspective, please be sure to follow my Facebook page, Tony's Apraxia Adventures. Apraxia is spelled with APRAXIA. That's how you spell apraxia. So I just want to thank you so much, Amusement Park Pirates, for hosting all of us tonight.
yes.
You're very welcome, Tony. And up next, finally, up next, rather, Disney with Matthew.
All right, guys. I want you guys to check out my YouTube channel. I might gonna do some different types of content, and I'm gonna do some more Disney parks, like going live at the parks, and do some video gaming, and do some a little bit of podcast, like what APP is doing. And so I'm gonna be mixing types of content, like every couple months. So that will be part of my dream, as going to the parks, doing video gaming, and doing podcasting. And please check out my channel, Disney with Matthew.
I just subscribed to it.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much, Josh.
No problem.
And finally, you can find me here on Amusement Park Pirates YouTube. You can also follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter. You can also follow us on Instagram, Threads, Facebook. It's all there.
I only use
next-
MySpace. MySpace is all I use. You have a MySpace page?
No, I do not.
Nor him.
I also have a website as well, which you guys can check out as well. You can follow us pretty much on almost all the socials. And the next live stream, we will be covering Disneyland next week. But I have a very special treat for all of you, because next Thursday night, we are staying up till 1 a.m. in the morning for the brand new 70th After Hours event called 70 Years of Favorites. We will be going live Thursday night for that event. So make sure to turn on all notifications so you can pretty much see the event. It's a brand new event that has never been done before, so very interesting to see that. So
Also, in one more minute, we will be
It
up
will
till
be
1 a.m. too. That is. It's now 1 a.m. to us. All right,
Yeah.
we did it
And now-
a week before you. Yes.
11 p.m. for me.
well,
11 a.m.
technically it's like 4 a.m. your guys' time next Thursday.
Yeah.
So
Right. Right.
But anyways, you can also follow our friend Nick and Shannon Ear to Their Travel. I just want to mention him real quick. He is our sponsor for tonight's live stream and every live stream we do. Please scan the QR code if you are looking to book your next magical vacation to Disney, Universal, or cruising. He does it all. Also, if you want to check out myself and a few of our other friends that have been mentioned tonight, like Sierra and Tony and Disney with Matthew, make sure you check out our good friends Disney Streamer Network. It's dsn.disneystreams.com, where you can watch up to 32 live streamers all at once. So one can be streaming at Disneyland, one can be streaming at Walt Disney World, etc. Tune in next episode, because we will be discussing the future of live streaming. Will they impact the parks is the next question. And that will be happening on March 12th. So stay tuned for more details on the next episode of the podcast. Alrighty, friends. So that is going to be it for tonight. I want to also thank you to our brilliant moderators for keeping the chats fun, clean, engaging, and positive for everyone who enters the chat. Thank you to our Ninja Watchers. Thank you to our Patreon members, which you can join for free or paid membership as well, whichever you choose. And all of you for joining us. Thank you to all of those that are watching on the multi-view on the DSN website. And thank you again for all of you for joining us. And as I always mention, We will see you all in the parks real soon.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night night.
Have a good
Sweet
weekend.
dreams.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Doesn't matter where you are, 'cause the spark is in your heart. Wherever you go, you have it. Ooh, 'cause you are the magic.